Bonjour mon petit chifle, Amber here, and welcome to July. Now this is not just the start of yet another reading vlog, this is the start of yet another writing vlog, because today is the first day of Camp Nanowrimo. That being said, I will be using this month to write for the entire month and hopefully finish, or at least get even closer to finishing, the first draft of my novel. So as always, I figured I'd bring you along and document it. As far as reading goes, I'm not 100% sure my entire TBR for the month, especially because at the end of the month I will be taking part in the reading rush. So I'm still figuring out the TBR for that. But I am starting with Finale by Stephanie Garber, which is the final book in the Caraval series, which I meant to read last month, but I never got around to it. I'm also about to start listening to Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco on Audible, which is a reread for me. And then I plan to read Hunting Prince Dracula, which is the sequel to said book. As of right now, those are all of my reading plans. If I get those 3 done and still have time before the reading rush starts, I will, I don't know, I'm thinking I might read Fix Her Up. That seems like a quick read. So, yeah, like I said, today is day 1 of Camp Nano, and I've already overslept. Hi, so it's 11:49 on, sorry, it is 11:49, it's still the 1st, I'm been done writing for a few hours now. I've only written, what did I say, 451 words today. It is what it is. I am just finally starting Finale, and I'm kind of sad, because the smell, this is gonna be sounds so bizarre, but I also am gonna sound like Tella. If you've read the books, you understand that. When I just took it out to prepare to read it, it still smelled like the inside of my Alcrate box. So it still smelled like a mixture of the candle and the shower steamer that were in that box, and it just smells so good. And that smell is starting to fade now, and I'm really upset about it. But I am on page 25, and I'm glad that we start in Tella's point of view, because Tella is my favorite of the sisters, and it basically starts right after the end of Legendary, so that's great too. Reading this, I don't know how much I'm gonna really update or be able to talk about it, because it's the 3rd book in the series, and I feel like I don't want to spoil it, but we'll see. Hello, hold on, let me mute myself. I'm watching my my June reading vlog, just making sure everything is good. My mom just came in from the store. She was at Home Depot, and look what she surprised me with. It's a cactus. I love cacti, so this is really exciting. It's a really nice surprise, and yeah, I love me a cactus. I have some growing in the window. So also, quick, since I'm here, I haven't read anything today, but I did do some writing. Not a ton, but I did write a whole chunk of a scene that is new to this book, that it's not me adding on to something that's already there. So that's always really good when something completely new comes to my mind. That's all. I honestly don't know what I look like, because it's almost 12:30 in the morning, but I'm just popping in because I am 63 pages into Legendary, and whoo boy, I clearly had forgotten just how annoying Scarlet was. which is why I enjoyed Legendary so much more than Caravel, because Donatella is my favorite of the sisters. And going into this book, I was really intrigued by the concept of the story being told through both sisters' points of view, but I feel like Scarlett's parts are going to be a bit of a struggle for me. I hate where the storyline's going right now, and I hope this situation she just put herself in doesn't last too long. I don't think it's necessary, and it kind of feels like a subplot to what's going on with Tella and Legend. That feels like the main plot of the story, what should be the main plot of the story. Feels like the more important bit. Like this is some weird side plot situation that I don't need. Hello, I know for a fact you can't hear me because I'm standing directly under the air conditioning, but I just got some new candle supplies, so I'm going to work on some things.
Translation.
Me. So before I get started for the day, I wanted to show the completed candles that I poured yesterday. We have this one, which by the time this vlog goes up, she will have already had it. I made it for my friend Letitia, one to commemorate like our 1 year of friendship. Bookcon was our first, like Bookcon would have been our 1 year anniversary, and also because at Bookcon she was like the real MVP and picked up a lot of the books that I wanted and wasn't able to get. But anyway, this is one of my candles inspired by the bells, and this is the first time that it marbled properly, so I'm pretty stoked about that. And I also have this one, which is for Natasha Nyan, which is inspired obviously by Girls of Paper and Fire. You can never have too much glitter. And I also ordered some of the wax tart thingies. I can't remember what it's called right now, but this is the best thing that I could have done to collect excess wax. So I'm thinking I might start including these in packages as like a thank you gift, or maybe I'll just put them on sale also, just in general. I don't know what I'm saying. I have to get to work now, but I just wanted to show that. Hello from not my face again, but this is pretty big news. I've reached the very last page of this notebook. I do have another one that I'm trying to find to continue writing in, but I just thought this is a monumental moment, so I have to find it. So what I'm about to write right now, I have to work on writing smaller so that it'll fit on these 2 pages. Yeah. If I hold it here, do you not see how crusty I look? We'll just wing it. So I'm popping in all disgusting. Just quickly to let you know that I finished reading finished reading Finale last night. Much like the other 2 books, I think I gave this one like a 3 out of 5 stars. As a whole, I think the series is like a fun, quick read, but I do have a list of issues that I have with this book in particular that I'll talk about in my wrap up. I do like, not necessarily, I don't like how the book ended, or I'm not satisfied with how the book ended, but I did like the very last page of the book. All that being said, of the trilogy, Legendary is still my favorite of the books, but I do still enjoy collecting like bookish merch, I guess, from this series, just because of how magical and, like, I don't know, fun it is, the world itself. So now I am about to start writing at 1:37 in the afternoon. I am hours behind, but I'm still listening to, I don't know if I mentioned this, I think I mentioned it, Stalking Jack the Ripper on Audible. I'm not too far into it yet, but I will say that listening to it as opposed to reading it, which I did the first time, I'm finding it a lot more enjoyable than I did the first time. And while I'm listening to that, I'm going to pick up Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey. We'll see how this goes, because this isn't my usual type of book that I read, but everybody's talking about it, so I'm giving into the hype. That's it. Good afternoon, and what? Good afternoon. It is July 8th. We're officially through the first week of July. As far as writing goes, I didn't really do much yesterday. I think I wrote almost 500 words, but it was just a slumpy day. I couldn't manage to get anything done. As far as reading though, as of like 2 o'clock this morning, I am 154 pages into Fixer Up, and oh boy, it is spicy, I'll say. Things just happened, and all right. So the plan for today is to actually get some writing done, and then we'll see when it comes to the book, because I can't stay up all night tonight because I have things to do tomorrow. Well, maybe. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I will check in later, possibly. Am I really up at the butt crack of dawn for Hamilton tickets? No, because that would imply that the sun's about to come up. It's literally 4:30 in the morning, and I'm annoyed.
So like I work here in the office, so it's like Shane.
Good morning.
Welcome to Hamilton on sale. Alright, right now we're going to be doing our drawing to determine what wristbands go for which time slots. Okay, there are 17 different types of wristbands. There are 17 different types of time slots, each 30 minutes. The first starts at 9 to 9:30, and the very last one is 5 to 5:30. Okay, is everyone clear on the instructions and everything? Start? Alright, take it away. Roll those stars! Our 9 o'clock to 9:30 a.m. time slot is go!
So hot, I want to die. But anyway, welcome to part 2 of this day that started off getting Hamilton tickets in Philly. Yes, tickets were gotten. So now we're in New York, going to a book signing. We're going to the signing for Spin It On by Elizabeth Lynn. And I'm hot. There's wine. I'm satisfied. Thank you. Hello. Hi. So I was supposed to film this last night when I got in from the signing, but it was after midnight. Well, it wasn't after midnight when we got... Yeah, it was after midnight when I got home, so that wasn't going to happen. And as you can see... Yeah, see? See? I'm barely holding up, as is, but I didn't want to... God. I wanted to pop in, one, to say that the signing last night was really fun, really good. I'm really glad my mom forced me to go. Always nice to see friends also, and also Elizabeth Lynn is a sweetheart. 2, fun story. Can I quickly tell the saga of me not meeting Joan He? So, Joan He, the author of Descendant of the Crane, was at the signing last night. Okay, let me start. So, a couple weeks ago, I was at Hafsa Faisal's signing of We Hunt the Flame. Joan He was there also because she's like from the Philly area. And I didn't go say hi to her or anything because I'm awkward and not good in social situations. So I didn't say hi to her. And then we ended up in the Barnes & Noble bathroom together. And I still didn't say anything. Cut to last night, she's at this signing also. I didn't say anything to her. Mind you, we were in the line to purchase the book together at Books of Wonder. We looked each other in the eye, and she let me go in front of her in the line because she wasn't...
You did not tell me that.
I purposely didn't tell you that. Because like we got to the line at the same time. Anyway. So technically I spoke to her.
No, there's no technical in it.
I said thank you. And then, so I didn't say anything else to her because, hello. And then we ended up on the megabus together.
Oh.
Like we just made our time for the bus because I had to meet up with my friend Letitia so she could give me the stuff she got me from Bookcon. And I get on the bus, I just grab the first seat that I spot.
Yeah.
I look literally diagonally from me and I spin the dawn first, the book. I was like, oh, this person was at the signing. I look up, I'm like, oh! Then I sat down and went to sleep for 2 hours. So, anyway.
Please explain why you're so exhausted.
Oh, well, okay. True. Because I didn't actually vlog a lot there. I'm so exhausted because I was awake for 24 hours. Because yesterday, so I did film a little bit I filmed the raffle bit at the Forest Theater. So yesterday, my mom and I left the house at 4:30 in the morning to go down to the Forest Theater in Center City to line up to possibly get Hamilton tickets for when Hamilton's in Philly from August to November. So this is, let me break this down for a second. Instead of lining up and then getting tickets first come, first serve, you line up at whatever. At 7 o'clock they handed out wristbands, like randomized wristbands. You picked a random wristband. Then at 8:30 they did a random raffle, like not raffle, but like drawing to pick which wristbands could purchase tickets at the allotted time. So even if you were the last person, even if you showed up at like 8:20, you could still get a wristband and still possibly be in the first group of people to get tickets. So that's a whole other story that I was really, really pissed off about. But Jesus took the wheel, and somehow when I looked in the bag, I was going to take an all-black wristband. But somehow, something told me to grab the gold wristband, and I did. And the gold wristband was in the first group. So I'm going to go see Hamilton on my birthday. And this is particularly exciting, one, aside from the fact that I am obsessed with Hamilton and Lin-Manuel Miranda. I've been obsessed with Lin since In the Heights, but which I also saw on my birthday in New York years ago. What was I saying? Oh, but this tour is the Angelica tour. There's like the Angelica tour and the Philip tour going on at the same time. Philly gets the Angelica tour, and Olivia Puckett, who she was like an understudy swing for Dear Evan Hansen, and I love her so much. She's playing Peggy/Maria on the Angelica tour, so I'm super excited to see her on my birthday. Oh, Do you think Leslie Odom Jr. is going to come see the show? Because he's from Philly. Anyway, so that's why. So I had to go from the Forest Theater home to change, back to 30th Street to get to New York, to get to the signing. So I'm not doing well. Okay. So first I wanted to show you what I got at Books of Wonder. I was pretty responsible. If you've been watching my vlogs, you see how I can get at these things. So I only got 3 books, which for me is responsible. I got Spin the Dawn. Obviously, this cover is beautiful. Thank you, Dawn, for your input. And it's signed, Dear Amber Sees the Wind. I love me a gold Sharpie. I can't wait to read that. With that, I got some really cool Spin the Dawn swag. Where's my thing? Oh, I forgot I got a candy. Because she had snacks, all the snacks at the signing, and wine. So, I have a candy. I don't know what this is, but I guess I'll eat it. And I have a teal fortune cookie that I just got because I have to. Huh? It's pretty, isn't it? Oh, it matches the bag. Anyway, so we have a sticker. Sees the wind, don't be the kite that never flies. Oh, I like that quote. I have a bookmark. Am I okay? Bookmark that matches the book. We have this pretty print of the main character, May, is that her? Maya, I can read. Maya, with her skizzers. And we have these character cards. Oh, I have some more stickers. Only seek the blood of stars. Alright. We have character cards. We have Maya, the main character. Lady Sarnai, who I've heard is quite the character. We have the Emperor. And we have Idan, is that his name? He's cute. He's a cute man boy. Anyway. And we have this really cute Spin the Dawn enamel pen. And I love me a pen. So I also got Wilder Girls by Rory Power, which also came out yesterday, which is the main reason why. I mean, I want to read it a lot, but I made sure to get it because it came out yesterday also. And I also picked up The Candle and the Flame by Nafisa Azad, which came out the same day as We Hunt the Flame, so I've been meaning to pick it up since May. In fact, this was one of the books I was debating on getting the last time I was at the bookstore, so I thought it was appropriate to finally get it. But yeah, I only picked up 3 books because, one, I'd like to not be broke for once in my life, especially after just buying Hamilton tickets. And 2, because I knew I was going to be carrying a bunch of other stuff home. So I'm gonna hold on for a second because I want to set it up. I'm gonna try something new here. I'm gonna try to like hands-free this on the Instagram. I look gross. Oh my god. How does this work? I don't know how this works. Wait, I don't want to do it this way. Maybe I'll Instagram live. Hello. I don't know. There's no one watching. Who am I talking to right now? Oh god. That's not a bad angle. We're telling your followers that I think this is the first live video I've ever done. I've been on Instagram live because you're always living me doing stuff. Okay, I'm gonna just start talking now. Fine. Because I mainly want to do it on live so I can save it so then I can send it to Letitia. So, is the other camera still? Yeah, they're both going. Okay. So, this is the magic bag that I was provided with. Oh, hello, Instant Live. Let me explain because I'm vlogging at the same time. Also, yesterday I finally got this magic bag of magic from my friend Letitia, who I met last year at Bookcon.
And so this year at Bookcon would have been like our 1 year anniversary, and because I couldn't go to Bookcon, because everyone knows the story going. She picked up some goodies for me, and I am really thankful. And there's also some other bits in here. I'm itching to get in this bag, so I wanted to properly show off. Anyway, hello Harry Styles. It's weird because I can see him. When I vlog, I don't see him. So let's see, what do we have? Ooh, this is a Divergent doodad. She did ask me recently if I was a fan of Divergent, and the girl had her Divergent days. It's a pillowcase? I think it's a pillowcase. Yes, it is. And it has all of the factions on it: Dauntless, Yurday, Abnegation, Amity, and Candor. I think I'm most likely, I'd like to say I would have been a Dauntless or Candor probably, because I don't lie well. And my mom's always saying that I'm too honest. So next we have more Divergent stuff. Yeah. Yes. So these are magnets with the faction symbols, and this looks like it's a bookmark. Yeah, it's a bookmark, and some stickers. So I will find use for that. I have a lot of nostalgia with all my book series, and we have an envelope with some doodads. I want to make sure nothing fell out of that. Oh, cute! Upwards and upwards. So we have this little Polaroid. I think this is from a fake rate, because they do the Polaroids. I don't know what I was getting ready to say, I'm sorry. We have a postcard from the Kingdom, which I meant to pick up yesterday, but I was being responsible. I do really want to read this book. Admit 1, Welcome to the Kingdom. One from Fake Rate and Uncover Your Next. Oh, these must be from the booths at Bookcon. I'm stupid. Uncover Your Next Obsession, which is a Fierce Reads bookmark. Swoon Reads bookmark. Right this minute. Okay, don't yell at me, please. Shadow Hunters, Looking Better in Black Than the Widows of Our Enemies Since 1234. And we have what looks like a sneak peek of the Hummingbird Dagger, which I really do want to read also. So I'm going to definitely flip through this later. And we have a sticker, Bring On the War Girls, which is a sticker for War Girls by Tochi Onibuchi. Okay, so we have a magnet for Welcome to the Wild. Ooh, what's this? These look like character prints, card prints. I'm really good with words today. Who are these beautiful people? What's happening here? Ooh. Okay. I'm not 100% sure where these are from. These are gorgeous prints. Thank you so much. I don't know who the artist is, but like, he's just sweet obsessed. I'm wondering if these are like the these are really pretty. Okay, what's in the wine bag? You can lit with us. This is from Swoon Reads, and I just got a peek on the other side, and there's my boy. Oh, we have, oh my god. So we hunt the flame character cards. Oh, I just broke out into a sweat. I'm fine. So we have the Seer, my man. Zafira. Oh, I love. Oh, wait, look. There are quotes from like this one. If I told you my name, would you bow or would you flee? So we have Zafira. My sweet boy. Altair. I mean, who doesn't love him? Like, come on. Kifa, my queen. Benjamin. I love him. These are gorgeous. I love this art so much. And I love We Hunt the Flame. No surprise. Anywhere ever. I will never shut up about this book. And I can't wait for it. I'm struggling. Can't wait for the sequel. Is it May? I'm sorry you can see my pajama pants. So we have a pen for Slay, which comes out in September 24th. Another one that I can't wait to read. We have some buttons for Ash Princess. I haven't read Ash Princess yet, but it is on my list. Have an Epic Reads pop socket. I realized I should be showing, I don't know what that is, but the aliens are coming. It's hard trying to Insta Live and vlog at the same time, but okay. And this is, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I remember Letitia was doing an unboxing and she had this in her box and I was really hype about it. It's a Hunger Games notebook. It's like wooden. This is so pretty. And she knows that I love the Hunger Games with my whole heart. It's like my favorite series. Just the blank pages in here, but thank you. That's what she was talking about when she said that thank you so much. She knew there was something in there that I definitely appreciate more. I love the Hunger Games. I don't know if that's news to anybody, but I love it. Ooh, what's this?
It's not news.
Well, this is cute. So it's like designed to look like a record, or was it painted over a record? I mean, what's this one? What size would this be?
That's smaller than the 45. So.
Okay, but it's A Court of Thorns and Roses art. Another series I haven't read, but I really love this concept. This type of
That's cute.
I love me a record. Anyway, so now I think we have one more item before we get into the books, and that's this. Ooh, cute! So we have this print. I'm sorry that I just started yelling. It's a Three Dark Crowns like canvas print. So it has the quote, "The three dark queens are born in a glen, sweet little triplets will never be friends." And this is obviously like the prophecy from the Three Dark Crowns series. I am hopefully starting book 3 of that series soon. But this is, I really love this. This is really pretty. Okay, and now let's get into the books. I do have a lot of these, but because I wasn't able to get them signed, I would have had to buy another copy anyway. So either way, I'm stoked. So the first one I grabbed, I don't own, and it's The Tiger at Midnight by Swati Tiradala, who was at the signing last night also. Ooh, there are little character cards inside. Oh, I love me a character card. So I'm assuming these are the main characters, Isha and Kunal. Let's show the vlog also, and these are really cute. So, To Amber, never greet a tiger at midnight. I love that. And the only reason I didn't actually buy the book yesterday was because I knew that I was going to be getting this, and thank you. The next book is a book that I own and love with all of my heart, and it's Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Niam, who was one of the main ones I wanted to see at Bookcon. It says Amber and Fire. Oh, my hand is over it. Fire in, fear out. Honestly, that might be my next tattoo. I love this book. Everyone knows I love this book. So I'm glad to have a personalized copy because I do have the Owl Crate edition, so it's technically a signed copy, but I really wanted a personalized. And the next book is Odd One Out by Nick Stone, who I love so much. I met her at Angie's book launch for Odd One Out on the Come Up, and I just love her so much. Amber, love as loud as you can. Also, I really loved this book, and actually, I was preparing to take her a candle. I made a candle inspired by the book for Nick and one for Natasha. So hopefully I will see them both soon in person so I can give them that. So next is another, this is, I can't get over this cover. Every single time I see the cover for With the Fire on High, honestly, oh my god. Amber, For Your Magic. Come on, I literally never get over that. Oh my god. Okay, so the next book in this magic bag is an ARC. One of my most anticipated reads of the whole year, and I'm so emo about this because I know the story behind getting this ARC. Like, she technically didn't get it at Bookcon, and I'm just gonna show you what it is, you know? It's Girls of Storm and Shadow, which is the sequel to Girls of Paper and Fire, and this book comes out in November, and I know it's gonna destroy me. And just I'm so appreciative of this because like the lengths that she went through to get this ARC for both of us, honestly. So thank you so much. I'm gonna move on so I don't cry. So next is another ARC, and this is Queen of the Conquered by Karen Callender. This is an ARC that she got at Bookcon, and I don't know too much about it, but what I've read so far, and also this cover is stunning. It sounds really good, so I'm excited to get into this. It says Sigourney Rose is the only surviving daughter of a noble lineage on the islands of Hans Lolik. When she was a child, her family was murdered by the island's colonizers. Now, when the childless king of the islands needs a successor, Sigourney seizes her best chance at vengeance. With all of her magic and cunning, she prepares to fight for the throne. I skipped a whole blurb. Set in... I'm sorry. Set in a Caribbean-inspired fantasy world, Queen of the Conquered is a novel of colonialism and conquest that reckons with the many layers of power and privilege, perfect for readers of S.A. Chakraborty, Ken Liu, and Tasha Suri. So, thank you. And then I have an ARC of Jackpot by Nick Stone, which is her newest book that's coming out in October. Like I just said like a few minutes ago, I love Nick Stone. She's one of my favorites. Like, I love her personality. Also love her writing, so I'm excited to read this book. And the last book in this bag, what is this? It looks like a collection of like chapter samplers. So it looks like there are pieces of the books featured here. I actually just bought Stepsister by Jennifer Donnelly, but still very exciting. So that's all of this, and once again,
This is Christmas.
I feel like a kid on Christmas.
Yes.
Like, honestly. And I don't know, I just feel really special, and just thank you so much, Letitia. So yeah, that's basically everything. I just wanted to show everyone, and I'm just gonna go so I don't cry. And I was gonna say public, but you know. Alright. Let's look at me being creepy. Yeah.
Did you stop the camera?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't stop this one. Okay, so bye. Hi, so I forgot when I did my last update, which was basically just me hauling a bunch of stuff, my Christmas in July. I forgot to mention that I finished reading Fixer Up. I finished reading that. I'm gonna say that I finished reading it in 2 days, because technically I did. I only put it down when I did on, what's today, Thursday? On Tuesday, because I had to go to sleep early, but then I didn't end up actually going to sleep, so I finished it Wednesday? No, Wednesday was yesterday. Tuesday morning. So I put it down Monday to finish it Tuesday morning. Anyway, for someone who doesn't read contemporary romance novels, I thoroughly enjoyed the book. It was very spicy. And I actually gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I think mostly because I don't generally like the genre, but I enjoyed the book. It was fun. It was a very summer read. And right, I also finished listening to Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I think I mentioned it before that listening to it is vastly more enjoyable than physically reading it, thus propelling me into my current read, which is Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco, which is the sequel, obviously, to Stalking Jack the Ripper. I'm only 13 pages in so far, so I don't really have any opinions on it. I just filmed my TBR for the reading rush. Why do I do these things to myself? But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I realized I hadn't actually given any reading updates. As far as writing, I've quit again, but we don't have to talk about it. So I think as of, for now, we still have like half a month to go. My Camp Nano updates are probably over for a little bit. Ugh. Hello, for me and my wet hair, I just wet it down to put conditioner to start the washing progress. So I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that, but thank you. Hello and welcome to round 2 of deep conditioning my hair. It takes so long to do my hair, but anyway, I'm just popping in, one, because I haven't in a few days. And I realized that the clips in this vlog are so incoherent and so not incoherent, incohesive and jumbled, and I haven't really vlogged any of me reading Hunting Prince Dracula. But one, that's mainly because this vlog is already really long, and because I plan on vlogging during the reading rush. I'm gonna end it in a few days. But that being said, I finished Hunting Prince Dracula last night. I think the last clip was me telling you that I started reading it. First things first, I didn't realize that when I bought it, I got this from Books of Wonder, I think. Hold on, I'm trying to do this with one hand. That it's actually a signed edition, if you can see that. So that's really cool. It's crazy because when I packed this to take to Bookcon, I was packing it to get signed, but I didn't realize that it was already signed. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed Stalking Jack the Ripper the first time I read it. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I enjoyed the reread of Stalking Jack the Ripper. And I feel like Audrey Rose is really starting to grow on me. I love me some Thomas Cresswell. And I'm invested in the story now. I have to order Escaping from Houdini. Is that what's next? I have a lot of, now that I'm in it, I have a lot of high hopes for the next story, so we'll see. Hopefully I'm not let down. Actually, the novella, the Thomas novella, just came out today on, like, it's the ebook. But anyway, I'll go more in depth about my thoughts about the book in my wrap up. And I still have a few more days before the reading rush starts. I think I'm going to start with Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo, so that I have a few days to finish that. And oh, I have been writing
somewhat for the past couple of days. I have 15 minutes before the Bachelorette comes on, so I'm gonna put a bag on my head and then try to see if I can get any more writing done in that time. So I'll see you eventually. Today we are doing some repotting. We have Gobi, we have Aloe Black, Archie is still being worked on.
Operated.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the situation. We love a green thumb. And here's little Archie cans. Yes, named after the royal baby, because this was planted, if you remember, the same day the royal baby was born. So his name was originally Sussex until the name was announced. But we have Archie, which is more of a cluster of cacti babies. Gobi, Aloe Black. Looky, big old box of candle supplies. Got all my supplies to start working on. My summer candles, my We Hunt the Flame candles. Much excite. Hello. Today is Friday, July 19th. Happy Lion King Day. I have been waiting for this day for 2 years now, and as you can see by my shirt and matching socks, I'm gonna go see the Lion King today.
I did not realize those were the actual socks. I just thought
So actually what I want to do to complete the ensemble is go get my Circle of Life necklace and just complete the whole look. If you don't know, The Lion King is my favorite movie in the whole wide world. It has been since I was 4 years old. We went to see it 4 times in the theater, and then once when it came back out, and then once when it came back out again in like 2011. So, huh? Okay, apparently my mom just informed me that before it came out in 2011, I had seen this movie a total of 7 times in the theater, and then I got it on Christmas on VHS, watched it 10 times in a row. So to say that I'm excited is the understatement of the year. So my favorite movie in the whole world, Beyonce. And I'm excited, I'm overwhelmed. I'm not wearing makeup because I know I'm going to cry the minute the Circle of Life starts. Also, Spirit is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. I haven't stopped listening to that song for like 3 days. It's, yeah, as I wake up, put it on. Spirit! So, this is probably one of the last clips in this vlog because I finished. That's also why I decided to come pop in. I finished with Fire on High yesterday and I loved it so much, as you can tell by the tabbies. There's so many pink tabs, which are like the relatable moments, mainly because this book takes place in Philly, so like I'm just like, oh yeah, even my college is mentioned in the book, and I was like, I didn't know people knew this school existed. But
It's like my college is mentioned. Basically, like the neighborhood. I'm just so. It just feels so familiar. Even I have my cousin's name. My little cousin's name is Malachi. They have the same initials. It's weird, but I love this book. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. And I will talk about it later in my wrap up, and possibly also just later when I get home when I have more time, because I'm supposed to be leaving soon. I'm buzzing.
Oh, and get here early next time.
We're in the theater. You can't hear me, but I thought I'd film this before I cry my eyes out. I feel like I'm 3 years old, 4 years old, 4 years old all over again. Bless. Hello. Today is July 21st, and I never popped back in after being in the theater to see The Lion King. So update number 1, The Lion King was incredible. Yes, I will put this shirt back on because one, I just unboxed my Owl Crate, and this month's book is Spin the Dawn, so now I have 2 copies of this book. Anyway, The Lion King was, yes, as someone who, the original is my favorite movie of all time, I was very nervous going into it, but I was so pleasantly surprised and relieved, and even all the bits that they changed, I just loved it, and I can't wait to go see it again. So anyway, I also wanted to show you some things I picked up at Primark while I was at the mall to go see the movie. Primark's always dangerous for me. So, we got these cute little souvenir things at the movie. I forgot about these. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but... So, okay, first I got 2 pairs of their press-on glue-on nails. I love Primark's glue-on nails. I got this pack, this candy floss pack. I love the coloring on this. And I got the magical pack, which is this like purple coffin nail shape, which I then want to use when I go see Wicked this coming weekend, next Saturday. And then like 2 days after that, I'm going to go see Paradise Fears. So I think these will go with both outfits. Hopefully they last that long. And then I got 2 pairs of pajama pants because I'm Disney trash. The first pair I had to get because I was going to see the movie, and I got these super cute Lion King pajama pants. They're very thin and light, which is perfect for this summer that is, the weather's making me angry. So we've got Baby Simba, Grown Up Simba, you know, Zazu, Timon and Pumbaa, Rafiki. I love it. And another one of my favorite Disney movies ever. I have not seen this remake yet. We have Aladdin pajama pants, and it's like the magic carpet, and also once again they're very light and just thin, so perfect for the summer. I also got another one of these bandana situations for my outfit I'm wearing to Paradise Fears. I have a bandana headband, but mine is red. Back then, I don't know if you've been around this long, but when back then I went to see the 1975 at Madison Square Garden, we had these. I bought a set. I had the red one and she had the black one because we were dressed as Maddie and Chelsea from Robert's video. So that is my mini Primark haul. And last but not least, I did want to finish what I was saying about with the fire on high. I don't remember what I said because I was rushing, but like I said, I finished this like 2 days ago, and I loved it so much. It felt very familiar to me, just because one, it takes place in my city, and it's like I know all the places that she mentions, and just the feel of, I don't know, I can't speak for other cities, but like Philly people rep Philly really, really hard, period, all the time. So and just how, like, I might talk about hating Philadelphia because I do, but I also love Philadelphia. I love being from Philadelphia, I guess. So that was very accurate, and I just loved all the characters. I love the relationships between the characters and how mature the relationships seem to be. There's a lot of like communication. I'm gonna talk about it in fuller detail in my July wrap up, but I just didn't want to forget anything. I also just quickly want to say that after finished reading this book, I wish I had read this for the reading rush, for the read a book with five or more words in the title, because this was such a quick read. The chapters are so short and just quick, and I'm nervous going into it. That, as well as I wish I had read Fix Her Up for read a book with purple on the cover, because I read that in 2 days. So here's hoping. So I'm actually going to close this vlog out here because tomorrow starts the reading rush and I want to do a whole vlog devoted to the reading rush. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this vlog here and pick it back up tomorrow. It's also probably already over an hour long, so if you've watched the whole thing, thank you. I'm not gonna break this one up only because I have another vlog from this month coming. If you watched this whole thing, you're the best. Thank you. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down here so you can follow me, and I'll follow you back. And I will see you very soon, like tomorrow. Bye.